Hello everyone. Oh, we have the wrong lights on. Let's see if we can get that on. All right, anyway, hello everyone. Wait, there it is. A little behind the scenes magic there to start off your work week. I'm meteorologist Carly Smith. We are planning the week ahead on this live update. A little bit of some crazy weather out there. So first, let's take a look at our day planner because why not? We are going to plan the week ahead. It is cloudy. You can tell though when you look up, you can see kind of how the clouds are beginning to break, thin out, some blue sky starting to try to peek through. But overall, we're keeping it mostly cloudy through the morning. By the afternoon, the clouds will clear out. That'll happen as our wind shifts out of the west. So let me see if I have this wind graphic. Texas wind gust. Let's see, I don't know if I have current winds. Okay, but at least it's showing us the direction. So look at this direction change. Corpus Christi right now, we're still out of the southeast. San Antonio, they're out of the north. And then up towards San Angelo, that's out of the west. And then Lubbock out of the north and really gusty. So what we have going on, and I'll show you another image that really shows this better. This is kind of out of order, but that doesn't really matter. We have a cold front that's draped right through here. And then we've got this warm front that's kind of draped right through here. And so that warm front is creating thunderstorms across East Texas. We've got our southerly winds still across South and East Texas, still some gusty winds down toward Brownsville with 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts there. But overall, we're going to see a lot of changes due to these frontal boundaries. The first one is the warm front, which separates our humid air from our dry air. And so that's going to influence our temperatures. And then the cold front moves through, and that's going to also influence our temperatures in a different way. But we'll get to that in just a second. Let's go back to the day planner because, yes, it is cloudy. It is breezy. We're still going to be rather windy through the afternoon. I believe the small craft advisory is until 1 p.m. So some gusts still around 30 miles per hour are going to be possible. But overall, we're awaiting the arrival of the sunshine, which will be coming, I promise. So what we have going on is a lot. Actually, what's the current temperature? I totally missed that. 73. So it's 73 degrees right now. We're warming up a little slower, I think, than I thought, but we're not too far behind track, especially once the sun comes out. Those temperatures are going to skyrocket. So anyway, here's why I think that is going to happen. So this is that dry line. It's going to be interacting with our coast or just off the coast by 5 p.m. this afternoon. And as that happens, our winds will be out of the west. We will be rather warm. Temperatures will get into the mid to upper 80s, if not 90 degrees. Then the cold front swings through. We get drier air, but also pleasant conditions due to that drier air, but also cooler air. Look at that temperature, 55 degrees at 7:30 tomorrow morning, but then we're in the 80s with pleasant dry air in place. And why I keep emphasizing that this is going to be pleasant dry air is because our humidity, our dew points are going to be in that comfortable range. We're talking 45 to 50, 60 degrees for a dew point, which translates to lower humidity. And so that's going to lead to comfortable conditions Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, in addition to slightly cooler conditions thanks to the cold front bringing in that cooler air. So it's going to be really pleasant. On top of that, our winds do get lighter, so we're still rather breezy today, a little breezy tomorrow. Wednesday, almost the perfect day. Northeast wind, that will be downshore, which isn't great for marine activities, but a northeast wind 2 to 12 miles per hour. Then we get that east-southeast wind returning, and then the southeast wind returning for Easter, which is why you see the uptick again in our humidity by Saturday and Sunday. So we will be humid over the weekend for Easter egg hunts and any outdoor activities planned for Easter. But while we have that drier air in place and behind that cold front, our low temperatures are going to be in the 50s as well, which is going to be really pleasant. Really kind of cool though. You'll want a sweater or a jacket at least, if not a little more, as you're headed out the door early on tomorrow morning. So yeah, pretty wild there. As far as our waves go, they're running highest kind of right now. I do expect them to fall. Now remember that wind time frame. So here's our beach wind. Our best opportunity for some westerly winds is going to be over the next hour, but probably more so along the coast 11 to around 2. We may get shape up with a northwest wind, and so I think that's going to be more so the like targeting time for some fun conditions out there on the water, for surfing at least. We do have, let me go back up. So as far as our advisories go today, there is fire weather danger when we get northwest winds and dry humidity. That does boost our fire danger. So off to the west, this is Laredo to Del Rio, and then up almost to San Antonio, Kerrville, so portion of the hill country where the drought is kind of at its worst still, is definitely under that fire weather warning, which is a red flag warning. That's going to be through 8 p.m. today. We still have our small craft advisories for our water. So that's going to be 4 p.m. offshore, and I believe the bays are 1 p.m. Yeah, the bays are through 1 p.m. So that's what we've got going on. Let's look at the radar because we do have some showers and storms in the area as well. So this is current time, 9:18. Let's get rid of the watches and warnings. Okay, so 9:18, let's put in the San Antonio radar, or the New Braunfels radar also. So we do have some downpours showing up along 281 and 72 there into Live Oak County. This activity is moving a little bit south, but mostly to the east. So it's a east-southeast based. It's moving southeast as that frontal boundary, that dry line is making its way through. But overall along that line, it's trying to move east and southeast. So anyway, east-southeast is the direction of these showers. I don't expect much rain, if any at all, in Corpus Christi, but Live Oak County, B County, Refugio County, Aransas County, maybe San Patricio County may see some of these showers, but you can tell it's pretty dry on the far south and western edge, and that's what would be moving through Corpus Christi. So I don't expect much rain for areas. Pretty much, there's not really an obvious line, but again, Live Oak, B, Refugio, Aransas, maybe San Patricio County is going to be where we see the best chance for a spotty shower or thunderstorm. The rest of us going to miss out on that activity. So, which, I mean, we really need something to just dump rainfall right here, you know, for a watershed, but it doesn't really work that easily. So. Yep, thanks Rocky, Brian, Letty for all watching. And I hope everyone has a wonderful day, y'all. Overall, it is going to be hot later on this afternoon, but we've got some really nice days ahead of us. Thanks to that high pressure building in behind the front. We're going to be sunny, we're going to be nice, and we're going to be cool. So I'm ready for it. Here's your 7-day forecast. We'll just end here, because it's a pretty nice week ahead. Like I mentioned, a low chance for a spotty shower or storm really over the next 2 hours for those counties I mentioned. Then we're sunny and pleasant heading into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It gets a little breezy. We turn humid again into the weekend, and Easter Sunday is looking rather hot and humid, high around 87 degrees. We'll probably have a heat index that puts us in, it feels like, in the 90s. And a breezy southeast wind, 8 to 18 miles per hour. So don't forget to follow me, Carly Smith WX, on your favorite social media platforms. I'm not on all of them, though. If there's one you want me to be on, post it in the comments and I'll consider it. But for now, that's going to be it. Have a fantastic week, everyone.